Hey guys, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me. We are working in the Victorian Album Journal today. I have gotten all of the folios situated, decorated for the most part. I think that they are inside and out. Remember, we did the triple pocket. And what I want to do today is make something for each signature. So I have these. Oh, that could be a problem. Where did I put them? Oh, over here. I just buried them. I have these. I made these last year. These are from, well, where I saw them was Tina over at Shabby Dabby Doodah was making pockets out of book page. This uses like 3 book pages. And I made a whole bunch of these. And I pulled 4, one for each signature. Because I used some kind of antique Victorian style papers on some of these. And see, this one's sewing and some lace. And then what I've done is I've made them, we're revisiting the pocket that you sew in. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I think this is a great way to use these without adding a ton more. Like, I don't want to glue them to a page. They're really thick. So if they are a page on their own, I think they'll be okay. So basically what I'm doing is I'm adding a double pocket, and we're either going to, I pulled some paper, and we're either going to do a wraparound of the craft background, or we're going to do a wraparound of this. This one I liked better stacked this way. And as you can see, this folio has some sewing elements on it. I think even on the inside, there's some sewing elements, a sewing machine. I don't know if it's on both sides or not. No, not really, but it had some sewing elements on it. Here's scissors. So I thought that with this one, we would put this one in here. So we'll find a place for it. If we go back, if we have time, we may try and decorate a little on these. If not, I really want to just get them made. If we can get them made, I'll be happy. And then we can figure out where they go in the journal, and then I can decorate them when I decorate the rest of the pages. So this one's going to go in here. I made that one to show you. We'll set that one aside, and then we have the rest of these that are going to need one. So basically what I want to do is I want to match them up and see if there's any kind of theme. Like this one's got the globe, kind of a travel theme maybe. Oh, here's chairs. I think I have some, that might be an interesting match. Okay, so, and then we look at this and we'll go with maybe this one. It's kind of random. I like the colors. And my thought was I have this paper and this paper, both traveling papers. This one has this globe on it, and we may use this one just for continuity. And we'll put this on the back like this. Although I might make this one. Let me see. I know I have this, which will go with the other. Let's see how I want to do this. I would rather have this on this side. It would need the pocket to be, it would still need the pocket to be here. So if I was to put this on the outside of the folio, which I may or may not do, I'm just thinking out loud. The other one I did this way, so I might actually do this one this way, just for the fun of it. And I'm thinking this, and then this as the wraparound paper, so that we get all of these maps and things. Yeah? All right. So basically what I've done is I've done some measuring. Let me get out of my own way here for a second. Nope. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is I decided this was going to be the bottom of the pocket. We're going to wrap around with that paper. So this needs to be, I measured all of these and how big I wanted the piece of paper to be the bottom pocket, how big I needed that to be. So this needs to be 5.5. So we're going to go ahead and cut this at 5.5. I suppose I could have prepped all of the pieces and then we wouldn't have had to do all of this, but. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. And there we go. Nice little piece of something for something else. And then I want to say the pages are 9. So I think what I did on the last one was I cut it to 9 and then whatever over, oh yeah, this one's going to be, 9's going to be too big. So there will be overhang and we will be trimming, which I did on the last one anyway. So that's not a big deal. So we're going to cut this to 9, 15, 24. You get wear grooves in your cut mat. I get wear grooves in my cut. I use the same spots. I mean, I guess it's because they're like right there, convenient. Okay, we got another little piece. And then we're going to put this on here like this. Right? So then it'll be a pocket and I'm going to notch it. This is lightweight cardstock, so my punch is behaving. It does not like thin paper. It just doesn't. I don't. And I'm going to ink the knot, although this will stand out because it's against light book page, so it's not really going to. Okay, and then we're going to just glue this down on here, like so, yeah? All right, so let's get our glue. Like I said, we're going to do this one this way. We'll try and do 2 in this direction and 2 in the other direction. So, how's everybody doing? I hope you've been getting, projects done and faster than me, obviously. When I'm filming this, it's the weekend. We're not doing anything real exciting. Just kind of hanging out at the house. So I figured I'd come down here and record a video. It's about time we got into the Victorian album a little bit. Some of the ends might not need trimmed. I don't know. I measured it and it was 9. It was not, I don't know. I'm a little confused, but it's like there's nothing to trim. Of course, it's also brown paper and this is against brown paper, so I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing this edge. I can tell that it's there, but I can't distinguish it from the edge of this antique colored paper. Okay. And then this end has a little bit hanging off. Not a lot. Not totally straight either, so. All right, and then the back. So, if you remember, we've done these where you combine 2 things together and you make like a folio page to sew into your signature. We did it with large book pages in the Making with My Mess series. I can link that video so you know what I'm talking about. We made something similar to this. This just happens to be a modified version because I already have these ready to go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to measure it to, I think it looks cute with because the blue from the globe goes with the blue in the chair, and I think it looks cute. Okay, so we're going to measure this to 2.5. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way. That way I can do my folding. Okay, we're going to measure to 2.5. That's about how wide I want the tuck. This paper is warping. Not really sure what that's all about. I buried my pencil. Not really sure why that's here. Rag. All right, 1, 2.5. So we're going to mark it here. And then we're going to fold the paper just shy of that line, like maybe 1/8 of an inch short of that mark I just made. So that you have room for it to be part of the signature, right? So see, I marked it at 2.5 and then I folded it just shy of the 2.5 mark. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this to 9 inches. And that way it's all ready to go in the book. Okay. And then basically what we'll do is we'll fold this over like so. And then we'll get our page situated in it like so. All right. I don't necessarily want my notches to line up, but I don't want to go any higher, so we'll probably go here with our notch. So let me punch that. There we go. And we're going to clip these corners here. And I don't know why I clipped that top one. I think this is just too tall. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is, now that I've got that on there and up against the fold, we're going to put our glue on it and glue this flap over. Okay, so we'll go right along the edge here. I do want to glue right along this edge. I always feel if you're going to have something that wraps around like this, but you're making it a tuck, I always feel like I need that spot so that the wraparound, especially if it's a flip open thing, so that the wraparound is secure. And that may just be me being paranoid, but I still do it. So it's whatever. All right, and then we're going to put this on here like this. Let's get our glue smooshed. Oops. Oh, I didn't ink that one. It's okay. It doesn't have to be inked. Okay. And then, I wonder if it'll clip this. About to find out. This might be too thick. I think it is. I think it's too thick to fit in there. The problem is, it is tall at this end. All right, well, let's cut this. Cut it like that. And that'll make our tuck even on this side with our page. And then the other side, if it's a little off, it's okay. All right, and then we're going to clip our pocket here. Okay. And we are going to ink the top. I don't necessarily know that the side needs inking. I mean, that's going to be caught in whatever, however you sew it. We do need to glue it shut, and then this one is done. These pockets are coming out to be about, probably real estate on the inside, about 4.5 inches, if I had to guess. It goes over here, but of course you've got glue up. Well, you've got glue up this side. So, yeah. All right. And then, of course, if I wanted to, I can turn this way. So, I mean, it can sew in like that also. And if anything shows here, I can always just decorate it. I mean, when I sew it in, if anything's still showing. So I have the option to flip those either way, which means we'll just decide that when we put them in the signature that they go in, we'll figure out which way they would go best. Okay, so that's 2. Now, I'm thinking this one's going to go in here, but I'm not, which would make sense. Let me see. I think this one's going to go in here. This is the perfume. Oh, and that's going to get this. Because I like the crown. So the crown is going to go on here. Oh, you're not going to be able to see most of it, though. This only needs to be 5 1/4. I want to try and salvage at least half of the crown, if I can. So let's look at making this. We're going to trim off this strip right here. And we're going to try and get the crown. We're going to try and get the crown closer to the edge. Okay. Like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4 means we're trimming it off right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we've got these 2 strips. May or may not use them for anything. But we haven't. I have this that I cut off of the one that I showed you. Lots of scraps, guys. Making scraps. Always making scraps. What is this? Not this project. That's the other thing. I got tons of stuff from all the different projects all over my desk. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're going to cut it to 9 inches and then mess with it when we glue it down. I don't know if it's actually 9 inches on all of them. But that's what I've been cutting it to. I mean, the pages were all from the same book, I think. So, I mean, they should have at least started all at 9 inches. Okay. So we're going to clip this one right about here. Okay. And we're going to ink it. Because this is the lighter against the book page. So we'll ink this to make it stand out. Okay. And then we're going to, I'm going to put the glue on the book page. I've kind of figured out, we're doing this one to this side again. So the last one we need to do to the other side, hopefully. Okay, so I've kind of figured out that I wanted a certain distance from the edge. So I kind of start the glue there and work my way over. Okay, and then we go down the back side. I'm not trying to make this journal hugely fat, but in the same token, I'm enjoying finding things for it. It's kind of a fun journal. in its old-fashioned eclecticness. I don't know how else to... Let's see. Okay, it's just slightly too tall. I'll pull that over so we can't see any of the print. Okay. I think. Let's get the... do this and up the back. And then this edge will get covered by our wraparound piece when we figure out what that's going to be, because I don't actually know what paper we're putting with this one. We'll have to look at what else is in this folio. I kind of, so I wasn't like theming the folios on purpose, but I tried to keep like the little pieces that I glued down to decorate the folio. They ended up being themed so that I felt like in some way or another, if it wasn't color, they matched. So that was the biggest reason why I did that. Why do we have to do this? Just cooperate and cut when I tell you. It's like I don't cut over far enough or something. I don't know. Anyway, all right, so let's figure out what's in this folio. It's perfume. The crown is the theme that I was trying to like kind of repeat since it's in this paper. And we've got perfume back here, perfume bottle here, and a perfume, I think, actually that's a tailor. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm looking for the craft piece. Probably not that. I really like this, but we probably won't use that either. We could do flowers. I think one of them is actually, I haven't seen it yet, so it must be this last one. Actually has like a Paris thing in it. So this one I might save for this bottom one. And maybe we'll do the flowers with this one. Yeah, I think the flowers is probably the best bet. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. And we need it to be 2.5. Let's see how much that's going to cover. It's going to go right there. So we're going to get more than half our crown. So it'll still peek out. That's good. I like it. All right. Let's figure out how high this one is. This one's actually about 8 3/4. It's a smidge over the 3/4 mark. So I think we'll cut it 8 3/4. We'll worry about the smidge later. So we're going to go, and what I'll do is on the dots, I'll cover the dots and it'll go just over the 3/4 mark. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be enough, but it should be close. Okay, and then we have this piece. I think this paper is really pretty. Okay, that piece can make all kinds of fun cards and tucks. See, this is giving me stuff to decorate the pages in here with, which I'm loving. Okay, and we want this to be this side, so I need to measure over here. No, I'm the measury one. Keep losing my pencil though. Okay, 2.5 is right there. So we have our pencil mark and we're going to fold to just shy of the 2.5 mark. All right, fold that down. Get this nice and creased. Good. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to fold this over. This has been the way I've been doing it because it kind of helps me get the pocket tucked in there really good. Because the pocket, when you push it up against this crease, which is the sewing crease, right? When you push it up against this crease, it pushes out a little bit. So really it's gluing at about that 2.5 mark. So that works. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to clip these. We'll see where our notch is. The other thing is there's always the option to not notch, which we could do on this one. It's just short, actually. This time we're short. That's okay. I'm all right with short. Okay. Short can be decorated. Okay, and I'm right-handed, so we're going to go this way. I'm going to push this right up against that fold, like so, and we are going to oops, don't move. No moving. It moved. Okay. Right up against the fold. And then we're going to put glue down along the back. Right along the edge. I mean, I'm even falling off the edge onto the paper, and I'm like riding this corner edge. And then we're going to put glue up the sides, up the side, and down goes our tuck. Okay. Push that down, clean up the glue, and there we have it. All right. Oh, and we have to glue this down. Okay, so we're going to notch it. Oh, that's the wrong one. I got my wild honey out for one of my other projects. I was using it. Okay, so now we're going to close this one up. I do not have a plan for decorating. So the thing about trying it is I have no idea where I'm going with it. So what we might do is just make these and get them in the folios, and then when I decorate, get them in the signatures, and then when I decorate pages in the signature, this will be included in the decorating process of the journal. Does that make sense? Because I feel like I'm not going to get a chance to decorate these today. And I would like to have more of an idea of what I'm going to do before I start decorating them with you. So I'm not like totally winging it and taking forever because I don't know what I'm doing, which is most of the time. Okay, so this one's going to go in here. So we'll put this one off to the side. That's 3. We're making good progress. I think because this says Paris on it, I want this whole thing. So whatever we choose to cover the back with, that's tough because we only used one. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it that much. And I think we'll use this one. Yeah, I think that label right there is in here, actually. Oh no, it's in a different one. That's funny. But this word is in here. I don't know what the word is, but it's in there. Okay. I think it'll actually be better for this to be. I don't want to use that one. It'll be good in the steampunk journal, I feel like. Okay. I don't want to use this one. So we're going to put that off to the side. I'm going to put this back in its thing, and we're going to work on our page. So this is going to be our cover, and we're doing this one on this side, and we need 5 1/4. And actually, it doesn't matter where I cut. I just need a 5 1/4 inch strip. We could do bugs. We can do a butterfly. Butterfly will get covered up though. If I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4, it's going to be right there. And then 1, that's going to cover to right there. It's going to cover right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to see what that gives me. Okay, then what we'll do is, what if I do my 5 1/4 from this? This one's weird, guys, and it's the paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4. And it would come in 1, 2 1/2, so it would be there. Two and a half, 3, 4, 5 1/4. It's going to be there. So this is what you'd see. I'm not feeling it, guys. I don't know. What if I got the pad back and looked again? Let me see. It's always, like I said, there's always got to be one. See, this matches that. But that would end up getting cut off. Okay, this is what we're going to do. And we're just going to have to deal with how it falls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4. We're going to cut this off here. We are going to be decorating, so they're not all going to be perfect. And that's a weird thing to say, I know, but okay. And then I have that piece I can decorate with, and I have this piece. And what I was thinking was I'll cut off down this end. Is this one 9 inches? It's just shy of 9 inches. 9 and... Let's cut it 9 inches and then trim it. So we're going to cut... I'm going to keep the top part where the key and this stuff is sitting out that won't get covered up. We are going to end up with the tip of a butterfly wing, but that's okay. And then I might be able to use this as like a pocket or something. I don't know. That's going over there. Okay, now this is going to go on this side this time. We want to go this way. Okay. And we might make our notch low, middle, by the key, below the key. We're going to make a low notch. I don't do low ones very often. Okay. And maybe we'll get the chance to make a journaling card to go in there that's got a low whale tail or something. So that'll be kind of different. Okay. So let's put down our glue. We figured it out. The last thing we're going to do once we get this one done is, like I said, we're going to try and see if we can place them in the folios. I'm hoping, the other thing I was kind of hoping to do with these is these folios have a lot of neutrals in them. And I'm not complaining about the neutrals, but when you're flipping through, it would be nice to have something to break up the neutrals that goes with the theme. So I feel like these fit that bill. So we're going to try and break up some neutral spots where it seems like a lot of journaling paper or beige is coming together with no relief. And we're going to see if we can't break that up a little bit. Okay, so let's put this on here. Make sure it's straight. Okay, and then we'll... Oh, I'm sure I'm getting glue out all over my cutting mat. I don't know how to do stuff without making a mess. Okay. All right, now let's turn it over and trim. It looks like we're just trimming the ends again. It's wanting to be bothersome. Okay. We're just trimming around here. Okay. All right. When we open up the signatures, you'll see what I mean about breaking up the neutrals. When I was looking through them the other day, I was like, wow, I didn't realize how much of this stuff was just kind of neutral in color. But I was trying not to do wild, crazy colors either, just because that's not the journal. This journal is not, it's like antique and muted, kind of. I've thrown some brighter pink in there, but not too much. Okay, so this one, this is going to be the side that does the, what do you call it? Yeah. Oh, you know what I just thought of? I'm going to fold that bird. I'm going to end up folding right down that bird. What you want to bet? It's going to fold right through his head. I didn't even think about that. Okay, we're going to have to switch plans, guys. I don't mind that one. If I do this one, it's got to go this way. Of course, I also don't mind that one. Are any of these going to be something I mind? Probably not. They're probably all going to be perfectly great. We might end up using this one, guys. All right. I'm a little upset. I'm not really upset. Okay. So let's go 2.5. Marker 2.5. 1, 2.5. Is that the middle of the... What's the middle of the thing? Let's measure where that is. Oh, it's 5/8. Of course it is. I don't know how to mark it from this side. 1, 2. Right there. It's pretty daggone close. Okay. That way. All right, so just shy of our pencil mark. Is this the one that's just slightly over 8 3/4? I want to try and get the tuck right. Oh no, that's way over 8 3/4. Let's see if it's 8 7/8. It's more than 8 7/8. Of course it is. I try to be a little closer with the tuck one, just because it makes it easier when I'm trying to put the tuck on the page. Okay, we'll fold it all the way over. Make sure it's straight, lined up. Everything's good. That did not fold where I wanted it to. Well, let's see when I get the book, what I get it on the book. Guys, there's just all kinds of things not happening the way I want it to. Let me clip these. I put notches in 2 of them. Let's put not notches in 2 of them. Put not notches in 2 of them. Yeah, I made it too tall. Okay. That's where I want it. So let's glue it. I sound like I'm fed up, don't I? All right, sides. And we are done with this one. Okay. Over it goes. It didn't end up folding in the middle of the design. Of course it didn't. Tis what it is. But that's okay, because some of the design is still over there, and I like that. So I'm good. And then this flips out, and we are going to have to trim the top of this. It is bigger than the page. I usually like to put the bigger on the bottom, but this time I happened to line up at the bottom, and it didn't work out. It doesn't have to come off the other side. They're going to get sewn in and be on opposite sides of the signature, so they don't have to be the same height. As long as they fit in the book, they don't have to be the same height. Okay. I know, all that hemming and hawing we did to get this paper done. I thought I had them all picked. It's very upsetting. It's not. I'm just being mouthy. Okay. So let's put... Oh, we gotta put this down. I keep trying to put my glue away. Like I'm done. Up the side, across the bottom. Down she goes. Okay, let's wipe off the excess off my mat. Oh, you're just being stubborn down there. Listen, you. Stubbornness is not allowed. Fold. Okay. And this will be fun to decorate because it's us trying to get away from, or me trying to get away from neutrals, and I've made a neutral one. But I think that worked out okay as far as what we're seeing here. So these are all double pockets. You got a big pocket and then you got a tuck. So it'll be a good place to put stuff. And then on this side, I think they're all double pockets. Some of them are tuxedo. I don't know how many of them are the slant, but that's what we got. Okay, since this is the one I've got up here, let's see where we want to put it. So what I was talking about in here is neutrals, a little bit of color, neutrals. Well, that's plaid, but it's still neutral plaid. And then music. Okay, and then we go back the other way and it's the same. So we do have this spot, wait. Well, I was gonna say, we do have this spot here where we got the music paper against this writing paper, But we also have this here where we've got this writing paper against this book page. And then, of course, we have this where this is, I think we might stick it. My first thought was to stick it here. And I may stick with that thought just because that goes with, color-wise, goes with that. And for now, I'm going to put it in here like this. And when I say I'm going to put it in here like this, I mean this pocket to the inside. Okay, and we're adding a little bit of color over there. And on this side, we have, not a lot, but a little bit of color on that side. And then that adds that to the journal. Okay, so we're going to tuck that one away. That one is finished. Well, now it sits up funny. You see that? Now it pops up. Anyway, see, they sit pretty flat until I go and stick these in them. All right, here we have, so we've got this. I don't know if I should break that up or not. But in here, I've got neutral, 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 neutral. This has got a lot of neutral. And then in here, that's a little bit of a break. And then this is neutral. Okay, there's a lot of neutral right here. So maybe against the music again? Maybe we turn this one in. Like that. I like that in there. I also have to consider what it's peeking around on. On this one, it would be peeking around on there. I like that. And then it would have this little thing covering it. It's not bad, but it's not. I think we'll keep it by the music. No, we won't. I just thought about something. This is very, not only is this neutral, but it's neutral and relatively plain. And neutral and relatively plain. Whereas at least the music is something. Make sense? Okay. So we'll put that one there. That makes this one done. That makes me want to reconsider this one just in case. So do I have a place that's neutral without the breakup of the music? Like, no, this was my other thought, right? What's my center here? Music. How funny. I'm actually thinking of moving this here. I think I like that better, actually. And we'll just have to work on adding color some other way to those other ones. Okay, so that's those. These signatures aren't in any kind of order yet. So like I keep restacking them and stacking them and restacking them. I have no idea what order they're going to end up in. Okay, this page offers a little more color, so that's good. So we have that, and then we have this. And all my neutrals must be here in the middle. Neutral, music, neutral, neutral, plaid. What about right? Oh, I broke this one. This one's pretty well broken up. Doesn't need it there. I could put it here. I think that's where I was thinking of anyway. And I'm thinking like this. No, thinking like this. That's got a better chance of hiding that white. Thinking like that. Okay. That's that one. And one more. Okay, let's see what we got in this one. Oh, I covered the back of this? I did. Why did I did that? This is double-sided cardstock. I don't remember why I did that. I must not have liked this. Whatever was on here, I must not have liked it. Okay, so that's not neutral. This has got color. That's got color. There's the music. This is a very neutral, even though it's got polka dots, it's neutral. So that's a possibility. That breaks that up. All right, I'm thinking in here. Maybe on top of that, like this. And maybe we'll fold this one this way. Yeah? We'll put her in like that. And the blue lace, what's funny about that is the blue lace peeks out and you can see the blue polka dots. Okay. We'll put that in there. And that gives another element to our signatures. And I think we're going to call that done, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. And the modification we did to those pockets. I'll link the video in my description box for the large book page pockets that we made, that these were a modification of, and you can see what I'm talking about. And you know, if you've got some pockets in your stash that you want to turn into little folio things to stick in your signatures, you know, here's an idea. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.